Have a look at these posters from the European Union. They're just a collection of contested concepts that don't really tell a story. They're not really getting across, for example, a way of thinking that might underpin support for the European project. Something about the need to work together, community, solidarity. Just saying the word doesn't actually tell a story. The reason behind this is an idea called contested concepts, meaning that you can say something that means something to you, but the same word might mean something completely different to other people. Here in Berlin, where I live, I've seen both the extreme far right party and the Green Party put up election posters with the word justice on it. But naturally, they mean very different things with that word. If we just put words out like that, we don't necessarily know that they're activating the right beliefs and ideas in our audience. The point is, we have basic values underpinning our social change work. Let's say love, kindness, care, community, that we maybe don't say because they don't feel serious, they don't feel common sense. And that means that other people also share them, but they also don't say them. This has been the hardest exercise for me to develop in my work with the hope-based approach, because it's actually really hard for activists to do this. You might think this is pretty easy. I know what I value. The problem is we often use complex terms that don't actually resonate with people that strongly. We want to articulate what it is you want the narrative to be. What are your messages? To do that, we're going to do an exercise called the 5 whys. Here the goal is for you to channel your inner 6-year-old or find a partner to ask you questions to help you go a bit deeper and clarify what does your value mean to you. We have something like equality or justice. If you articulate what that means to me is everyone gets a chance in life, or we treat people the way we want to be treated ourselves. And why is that? Why should that happen? Why should we do that? Because we're all human beings and every life is precious, let's say. I'm giving you examples, but you have to justify the why behind your beliefs, and you want to go as deep as possible. You're going to have a worksheet with 5 boxes, and I encourage you to fill them all in, because often in workshops, people will write something down that's really powerful, but they won't recognize it as a powerful message or as a worldview. And then they'll come back and present something that's less powerful and actually still using contested concepts. So if you fill in all of these boxes, you're already going to have quite a useful resource to come back to. The key part of these exercises is about breaking down contested concepts to their lowest common denominator, getting down to what does the word mean to you. If you are going to say, my value is justice, freedom, or equality, I'm going to need you to say what those things mean to you. Where do we find what we want this new narrative to be? All of us have to find it inside ourselves. Hope is in us. Our goal with this approach is to train everyone to be able to find within themselves what those values are. Once you've done this, then you can start to find stories that bring this idea to life. You can constantly repeat these messages. You can test the messages that best bring that worldview to life. Have a go at filling out these worksheets, and please share any powerful messages that you come up with in the comments. Remember, hope is a muscle, and we are training it together. See you soon.